You know how they say haters are your biggest fans? And I always say how lucky I am that I get so few mean comments. Well, it turns out I just wasn't looking hard enough. And let me tell you, I must be the Beyonce of YouTube. So today we're going to take a look at some of the worst comments I could find from the last year or so. And trust me when I tell you, there's a reoccurring theme running through almost every mean comment I found. So let's get this rolled on the show, shall we?
Go nuts on my nuts.
So, let's get straight into it. First up, we've got a lovely comment from MondGreen9709, who says,
"It's really saying something when the guy with the facial tattoos is actually the reasonable one here."
well, I'm not really sure what my face tattoos have to do with the things I know or don't know, but thanks. Even though that was more of a backhanded compliment than a mean comment. I need to ease myself into it. And the lovely FJC Comish, or FJ Comish, says this.
"This tattoo, this trick utters lie after lie."
Now, I can't be sure, obviously, because that was just a single sentence, but I get the impression that that guy isn't keen on my videos, or my tattoos, or my piercings. But I've been called a lot worse straight to my face, so moving on. Now, the next one is more of an essay than a comment, so you'll have to bear with me. But Dick Wayne says,
"The guy with a face that looks like a senor's all catchment, neck/face tattoos, holes in his ears and sound like slow from the going east."
"Hey, you guys." I don't, do I? While drunk. I didn't see the drunk part. Cheeky get.
"Insult strangers online, the irony, amazing. Rogue zealots think $60 million per day is insignificant."
Yeah, that's enough of that one. But interestingly enough, it's one of the very few from Flat Earthers. Actually, let's play a little game. Let me know in the comment section below where you think most of these mean comments came from. Was it from my Flat Earth content? Or from my Young Earth Creationist content? And Pokey6087 says about little old me that he or she
"Love the fact that 15 seconds we are living in the age of space travel. And just to hammer home the point, Joseph
CGI
cartoon of an astronaut priceless. The world is full of mysteries, Creaky. Like, why do old men insist on making themselves look ridiculous by covering themselves with cheap tattoos?"
Cheap? You taking the piss? Tattoos are not cheap. I've probably spent in excess of $5,000 on my tattoos so far. Anyway, who's next? Now then, my new friend Kyle Howard 497 asks me something.
"Shall we trust the wisdom of a middle-aged man with tattoos on his face and stretched all lobeless?" Of course. We can't trust everyone except Christians.
Cool comment, bro. The joke's on you because I'm far beyond middle-aged. Hillary M5462 asks,
"Do you really think the tattoos and piercing are a good look for a man of your advanced years?"
why is everyone calling me old? I'm only 50. That's not old, is it? No, don't answer that. Remember when I asked earlier if you could see a theme? I didn't think there would be two separate themes. What a bunch of meanies. Now, the next one is on a much more serious note, and it comes from my pal Dave Warrender 2056, and Dave says, OFFS. Not really sure what that means on account of me being so old, but he goes on to say, "I can't stand furthers or creation." Furthers? Does he mean flat earthers? But anyway, Dave can't stand flat earthers or furthers or creationists.
"I can't stand people like this guy covered in tattoos."
I think he means me. Space Karma. Sorry, cats, I've always wanted to say that. Never come up before.
"Acting like a moron when dealing with the subject. I would prefer no nonsense, level-headed explanation of the views from all parties, instead of the hysterical garbage."
Well, airy muff, Dave. But at least you said it was hysterical. Theotaxx, what? 5959 wants to tell me something. And that something is,
"I want to tell this guy, I think tattoos are just as stupid as believing in gods, but just the same, I think people can do what they want. Just leave me out of it."
Now, I have absolutely no idea what he wants to be left out of. If it was the comment section, I think that ship may have already sailed, pal. But you were the one that left the comment, so I'm afraid I can't help you. Paul Valentine 1483 says,
"Well, no tattoos and rollovering show definite mental illness."
Oh my days, I hate it when people finish a sentence with so ... I never do that. I won't sleep tonight now because I have no idea what the so was. So I got it off my chest, or So there, smelly poo-poo head. Don't do that, it bugs me. And now every one of you's gonna do it, aren't you? Moto Goto says,
This channel's entire library of content is nothing but dirty fed toilet water.
to which I say, thank you, mate. I wondered how long it would be before somebody noticed that. And whilst I always enjoy the use of a posh word here or there, I didn't realise that YouTube videos could have an aroma, let alone an extremely unpleasant one. Now then, hairy ferret, whose name is far funnier than I bet you intended it to be.
Somebody need to tell this idiot that God does not like tattoos. You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print or tattoo any marks upon you.
To which I say, I honestly couldn't give a rat's ass who you are, or your God, or what you think of my tattoos. But thanks for feeding the algorithm. Top man. Robert Brander 2072 says, WTF. I know what that one means.
Who is this whacker talking about? I can't get past these stretchers, collar tattoos, nose rings,
Well, step through them then, pal. They're big enough.
shop chain. And am I supposed to take this guy serious?
Well, boo-hoo to you then. And it's take seriously, not serious, you knob.
Only idiots get tattoos on their faces attaining videos, though.
Why, thank you, kind sir. Your comment has made my day. And lonely entity. Titty. Sorry. Mr. Titty says,
Idiots, says a guy with tattoos on his boat race.
well, aren't you the clever one? I've never been insulted in Cockney rhyming slang before. Now then, DCTIB says that,
Man with facial tattoos, sleeves, full neck tattoos, nose piercing, intentionally stretch your lobes, call others morons and stupid.
now I'm going to take a guess here and say that this guy's probably a flat earther, but thank you for such a well thought out list of insults. Extra points for the punctuation as well. Well done, you. Now then, I had to read this one a few times because I thought he was accusing me of having butt plugs in my ears, but it would seem that John Ellie Jade 611 says,
So, I'm supposed to be convinced by a man
hang on a second, why is man in quotation marks?
with big plugs in his ears, ring, his nostril, and tattoos up to his neck who does nothing but hurl insults in a weird sing-song, right her effeminate tone. Pretty lightweight as far as intellect is concerned.
Why did he put man in quotation marks, and what's with the effeminate tone? What on earth is he trying to say? Thanks though. Sorry, I meant thanks though. Shamoy 1000 says,
Covered in tattoos, body modifications, and a mutilated face calling someone else idiot. Now that's funny.
well, Shamoy 1000, all I took from that is that's funny, which is what I'm going for on my channel, so I'll take it. And next, someone with a username I can't say says, it's stupid, listen. Listen? I think he may have meant listen.
It's stupid to listen to a pagan full of tattoos and common accent.
How dare you, sir? Or madam, it's hard to tell from your username. I am a lot of things, but common is not one of them. I get out of the shower to pee and everything. Common, cheeky twat. And Alex Mitchell says,
Do tattoos make you a devil worshipper? No. But they do make you look like a sideshow freak.
hurtful, but I'd rather look like a sideshow freak than just blend into the crowd like every other corduroy cardigan wearing 50-year-old man. It's called being an individual, pal. You should try it. Now, it could just be me, but the next one seems a little bit sinister. But what do I know? I mean, I'm just a tattooed sideshow freak who has no intelligence and cheap tattoos. But Smash Extreme Entertainment 767 says,
If you got tattoos, your body is easier to identify.
what are your thoughts on that one? Should I buy a big dog and some extra bolts for my door, or... Now then, I've saved the best one for last because it came from Wednesday's video, the one I made about the Kent Hovin fanboy. And Simon-FR-40S says,
You must be in your late 40s at least. What have you done to yourself? You look like a freak with those gross cut ties in your lobes, nose ring, and those stupid glasses. The Welsh accent is the cherry on top. You are in no position to criticize anyone. Take a good look at yourself.
now, mean comments are kind of like water off a duck's back to an actual grown-up like me, but I've got to draw the line somewhere, and FYI, the glasses are so I can see, mate. Fine, call me old. I am older than most YouTubers. Call my tattoos gross or ugly, also fine. But if you ever, and I do mean ever, accuse me of something as disgusting as that again, then I'm probably just gonna bitch and complain about it and do absolutely nothing. I do not have an accent. And I do look at myself probably way more than I should. Look at me though, I'm a dish. Anyway, that's about it for today. Now, unless you watched this video with your eyes closed and the volume turned down, I'm sure you spotted a theme in these mean comments. I mean, really, is that all they've got? Every single mean comment I could find from every video I've done in the last 12 months comes down to one thing. The people who left them clearly had no clue how to counter any of the arguments I made in the respective videos, and ad hominem attacks were all they had to offer. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm off to cry into my pillow for a few hours now. See you in the next one. Maybe. Love you, bye.
Alright, watch this next. But before you do, make sure you subscribe. By order of the Creaky Blinder.